The dean of students at the University of Alabama has actually resigned after Breitbart posted a story about his tweets. And I'm gonna read you some of his tweets just so you get an idea.
Yeah, vicious tweets.
Right, about what we're talking about. Here are some. It's Dr. Jamie Riley, and he tweeted, "The American flag represents a systemic history of racism for my people." Dr. Riley is Black. "Police are part of that system. Is it hard to see the correlation?" Also another tweet, "Are movies about slavery truly about educating the unaware or to remind Black people of our place in society?" In another, he said white people can't experience racism and hashtag miss me with your privilege. A spokesperson from the university called his resignation a mutual decision.
Mutual between the university and Breitbart.
Yeah.
We talked it out, we agreed that you should go.
I mean, this story is so infuriating because, if there was a conservative that was fired from a university, a dean of students that was fired from a university for espousing conservative views, you would have the New York Times op-ed page, all of Fox News, like everyone in the punditocracy apoplectic about, campus free speech violations, because this guy, all these kids, they want their safe space and stuff. But then, like as soon as it's like a guy on the left being fired, you hear radio silence.
Yeah,
for exercising his
not
free
here,
speech
damn
rights.
it.
Right.
On college campus.
Yeah, this is free speech.
Yeah.
It's weird that Breitbart, I love Alabama.al.com is one of my favorite sites.
It's actually a really great site.
Alabama.com?
AL.com,
yes.
Alabama. The news that comes out, it's great reporting.
It's amazing reporting.
They bumbled this headline, but it's great.
Here's the update to the story.
All right.
You know how they do it, the update is like, we changed this, here's what we changed.
Yeah,
and a lot of places just say updated, and then they tell you the time, and then it's up to you to figure out what changed somehow with the Wayback Machine. But they say, updated to remove description of Breitbart as a quote, alt-right website.
Oh, that's, because those snowflakes at Breitbart can't take a little heat from AL.com. I mean, this is something that people, like institutions fall for all the time. I mean, it happened with James Gunn when he was fired from Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's not comparable.
No, I'm saying in the sense that people fall for these. No, I'm
why?
saying
Because he's why?
They were like child rape jokes.
No,
That's not comparable to somebody standing up for civil rights for Black people.
My point
is not at all comparable.
No. But my point is that what they fall for is like right-wing websites that are like not even like the sort of mainstream right-wing websites, but like Breitbart and stuff like where they just like fish-hold tweets, and then they get all scared, and then they pull the trigger. I mean, that's like institutions fall for that all the time.
Yeah, do you know what
like
would have been great? If like the university and the university's leaders would have been like, hey, do you know how Black Alabama is?
Well, yes.
And how great it would have been to be like, hey, we're actually proud that we have a dean here who's willing to speak out in support of our Black students population because we believe in equality and there are systemic issues which harm and oppress those students, and we appreciate all our students. So we're glad to have him speaking out, because him speaking out specifically about things that affects those students, it makes our entire university better. Instead, they were like, yeah, you should go.
Here is your stat of the day. How Black is the state of Alabama?
Tell me.
25%. How Black is the University of Alabama? 10%.
Nick Saban, the richest man in Alabama.
And like, what is Alabama?
That's the craziest thing.
Yeah, Nick Saban, right? So
that's what I think. Probably some boosters, to the college football program were like, this guy, he's got to go.
It's yeah, because that's the thing is like, it's like in Jerry Maguire's like, we saw you down there with the black fella, like, oh my God. But the other thing is like, what did they have a conversation about? What's wrong with his tweets? Like, is that? Like, what did they find wrong with it? Because he does say like it represents a systemic history of racism for my people. All right, that's what he said. What do you say? Like, what's your counter argument to that? Because it does. Because the history of America is like, hey, here's how you get a head start economically: free labor.
Also, I have another stat just to add to the other stat of the day, because the University of Alabama is in Tuscaloosa, which the city comprised 43.34% Black.
Yeah.
Almost half in the city around this giant university.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It doesn't even matter if it was 1%. The point is that it is okay to be honest about things that are bad about our country. That's how we get better.
Yeah, it's very strange to me, but not strange at the same time.
Yeah.
Like for me, when I read like Breitbart did a piece, I'm waiting for like the punchline. Like what is the ridiculous thing that they said?
Right.
And I should have done this ahead of time, but gone through Breitbart's history of headlines and stuff that they've put forward, because it is full of blatantly racist headlines. So when is Breitbart gonna resign from the news media? Like, I'll wait.
Like what you see? Click the subscribe button below and don't forget to ring the bell to never miss another video from the Young Turks.